Hi everyone, it's Miss Carla here at the Palos Heights Public Library. Today we're going to do a fun, festive craft in time for Christmas. We're going to make our own pinecone Christmas tree craft. You can stop by the library to pick up your supplies and then follow along with the video on how to make it. So, I actually already painted my pinecone ahead of time, green, and he's totally dry. And part of the reason I did this is just to make it a little less messy because I'm going to be using a hot glue gun and I'm going to be using some white paint, and I thought it'd be harder to put the pom-poms on for the ornaments if the paint was wet. So I just wanted to tell you that when I painted this green, I used a big paintbrush, and I found that a lot easier because what I did is I could stick it in between I don't know what you call these, in between the pieces of the pine cone. You can really stick it in there. If you use a small one like this, I think it's going to take you a lot longer. So that was another reason why I like the big paintbrush for the first step. So I just wanted to mention that. And then when you come to the library, you're going to get your pine cone, of course, and you're going to get some pom-poms as your ornaments. A few different ones. And then you're going to get a star for the top of your tree. So, but the first thing I want to do, or the next thing I should say, after my pine cone has been painted green, I'm going to turn it a little bit so you can see, I'm actually going to add some snow so it looks like the tree has some snow in the wild. So I am actually just taking a small paintbrush and a little bit of white paint, and I'm just adding some white paint to the edges of the tree's branches. And I think it's going to look really nice because it's going to kind of look like a real tree that you would see, you know, snow-covered tree. And you can do as much or as little as you want, but I do want you to be able to see the green, so I'm not going to put too much paint. So I'm going to just keep doing this and I'll be right back. And here is my snow-covered tree. I think it looks pretty cute. So you could skip this step if you don't care about it. That's totally fine. I just wanted to give you some options, some ideas. So now we're going to move on to decorating our tree. For this part, I am using a hot glue gun. You could use regular glue. I'm not sure if it's going to be tricky or not, but for this I decided hot glue might work better. So if you have a hot glue gun at home, just make sure you obviously have your parents' permission. I do think sometimes hot glue just works a little bit better than using regular glue or a glue stick. And when you use hot glue, you are going to have to hold it for a few seconds. And you don't really need a lot, like just a little drop is plenty. Hot glue does take effect, does a pretty good job of securing things. The other thing you could do is, if you wanted, you could wait for the white snow to dry, or the white paint to dry, I mean, because you might get a little messy on this step. I'm not going to wait. I did paint the green and then let it dry, but that's completely up to you. If you want to do this in steps, you could definitely do that. And if you're using a hot glue gun, just be careful because, as the name suggests, it is hot. So you want to be careful not to burn your skin. It can hurt a little bit. And you'll get about 7, 8 pom-poms in your bag to be your ornaments. If you have more at home, please, feel free. Or if you have other things you want to do at home, that's great. This is just what I'm supplying you with. And we are almost done. So like I said, just be careful. I could feel the heat a little bit on the hot glue, from the hot glue. If you use a hot glue gun, it does take about 5 minutes to heat up. All you do is plug it into an outlet, and it takes just a little bit of time. Okay. Here is my tree with ornaments. So like I said, hot glue does work really well. And the final step is my star. So I think I'm gonna put some hot glue right here on the star. The star is gonna be tricky. I have not done this before, so we will see the best way to get my star on here. I think what I'm gonna do is try to hold it to the very top. And like I said before, it is hot, so actually it's a little hot right now, but be careful when you do this. This one I would hold for a few seconds. The other thing about hot glue, I don't know if you can see these strings at the bottom. That's a normal part of using hot glue. I wouldn't pull them off until everything's dry though, because you could actually pull off some of the things you were gluing to your tree. All right, let's see how it's doing. Oh, great. Okay. So here's my tree. I got my star on the top. I got my ornaments. Just turn it around for you just so you can see. And there you go. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you come by the library and pick up your Pinecone Christmas tree. You could keep it for yourself or you could give it as a gift for somebody. I think they would really like it. But thanks for joining me. I'll see you soon.